Welcome to my channel, Excel is Magical. In this video, which is part 5 of Excel Beginner to Expert series, you are going to learn how to copy and move contents in a spreadsheet, paste special basics, and we'll also learn different techniques of inserting and deleting columns, rows, and cells. Hey wait! Seeing the simple topics, if you have decided to close this video, please don't. I will assure you in paste techniques, there are so many cool tricks available which can be very useful. Even if you are an expert, I will assure there will be some takeaways here in this video. And after watching this video, please comment below which options in pasting did you find new. If you want to copy or move the cell contents, you can use the regular methods which you use in Word or PowerPoint or any other Windows application, that is copy paste, or you can also use the drag and drop feature as well. If you use the regular feature, you select what you want to copy by dragging or using some keyboard shortcuts. Now you can right click on the selection, you can use copy command and go to the destination and right click again and use the paste command here. Let me undo this. Another way, select, you can use Ctrl C and you can go to the destination and use a shortcut Ctrl V. If you want to move the data from one to other place, I'll select, right click, I use cut tool, go to the destination, right click, paste. So the data got moved to this location. And a shortcut for this, select, Ctrl X, come to the destination and then Ctrl V. So I have moved the data again. Let me undo this. And now if you want to do this moving and copying through drag, you need to first select the data. You need to take the mouse pointer on the border of the selection. You will see an arrow with a 4-headed pointer. Now you can click and drag it and move wherever you want. And if you want to copy with drag and drop, let me undo this. You can go to the border of the selection. And now while dragging, you need to hold the Control key on the keyboard and then drag it wherever you want. Now you could see a copy of this has got created. Fine. What we learned now was just the basic copy paste command. Apart from doing only paste, there are a lot of other tricks available in Excel while you paste your data. So let's explore what are those different pasting options available after you copy the data. Excel calls this as paste special. I just have few examples. While using paste special command, I will be taking you through these examples. Like if you see there's a source data here, there is a background color for these cells. The fonts are in a different color. I have done currency formatting. There is a comma separator. There are decimal places here, right? These are your number formatting, correct? These are the number formatting where we do those currency, decimal places and all that. And here I have done few font formatting, and also I have borders given to this table. All right. So with different pasting options, paste only the values without any kind of formatting, or paste the values with number formatting. And here I have all the formattings, but I don't have the borders like we have in this table. I can just only paste the formats without any data. Here I have done a paste with a link. That means if I do some changes in my source data, look at this. If I just do some changes here for this grains and cereals, now when I hit enter, you could see the grains and cereals here also get updated. I'll just press enter now. Look at that. I have updated this here, right? You can paste your Excel range as a picture like you see here. You can also have a linked picture which is linked to the source data. Like if I do some changes, maybe for dairy product, I'll just write something. All right. This data also got updated in the picture. So in the picture, we can update as well through a link. Like that, there are so many various options which I'm going to explore now. Let's start from first example. So if you are just doing a paste only, we know the technique. We just need to select the data, copy it, right click, copy. I go here, paste it, right click. I can just use this paste option. This is the regular one. But what if I want to paste the values? So for that, let me copy this. That is Ctrl C. But right now, I'm not doing the normal paste. I'll be using the paste special. One of the way is going to the home tab. You have this paste command here. Click on this arrow. Here, you have various options of pasting. Right now, as I want only the values, you have a category here, paste values, right? So I go here and use the first option, paste values. Though there are other ways to do this, I'm just going through this easier option. So I just click on paste value. So it has pasted all the data without any font formatting or number formatting here, right? Here, I'll be pasting the values with number format, currency symbols, decimals, and the comma separator. Paste button, click on the arrow here. Just next to paste value, you also have an option values and number formatting. So I'll just use that values and number formatting. So here you have the values along with the number formatting. The next example, paste without borders. I go where I want to paste. So I go to the paste drop down here. In this drop down on the first category, paste, there is an option no borders. Just go click on that. I have a data, but this data does not have borders like we have here. And the next example is pretty helpful. Many users have asked me, after pasting, I need to adjust my column width because where I paste, the columns are not really sufficient to have the data which has been copied. Let's see what I'm talking about here. Let me copy some data. Control C. So let us do Control V. You could see the width of the column is not sufficient to hold the actual data. Let me undo what we just did. Control Z. Control Z. So I'm back to how things were before. So the data I will copy again. Select Control C. I come to the place. I go to Home tab. Paste drop down. You have an option. Keep source column width. This is a beauty option, guys. So I just go click on that. Look at it. Column widths got adjusted according to the source data. This can be a real time saver, believe me. Next example, paste only formats. So what do you do for that? Select Control C, go to paste drop down. In the other paste options, you have an option formatting. So this will only paste the formatting without any data. Pretty helpful if you want to copy only the formattings of the source data. Alright, another pasting example, which Excel calls it as paste link. Paste link, as I told you before, it will have a link to the source data. Whenever the source data changes, the pasted location also gets changed automatically. So I go to the source data, select Control C. I go to the destination, paste drop down. In the other paste options, there's an option paste link, right? I just go click on that. Now you could see, I go here and change something in my source data. I'll make the value to 100. I press enter. Dynamically, the value updates in my pasted area. If you go to the cell and if you see the formula bar here, or if you edit the cell, you could see it creates a reference to that cell. You'll be more clear with the references, formulas in my later videos. Please ignore this part. As of now, you should understand this is a link to the source data. Fine. Let's see how do we paste the pictures. Select the data, copy, go to the paste drop down. You have paste picture here. Click on that. So this is not on the cells. This is a separate object here. Look at this. I can resize this like how you resize an image. And you can paste it to a PowerPoint or to other documents. And also you can place it in some dashboards, right? But when I say dashboards, dashboard needs a link also, right? Can we have a link in the picture? Yes, we can. Let us see how we can paste the picture along with the link. So for that, I go and copy, Control C. I come here, go to the paste drop down. Next to this picture, you have linked picture. Click on it. I'll show you the effect of this. I go to my source data. I'll just go and say, change this value to something else, maybe 1000. Hit enter. In my picture as well, the value has been changed. And apart from these options, there are other ways also to copy the data. Like if I want some cell's value to be copied multiple times, instead of copying and pasting it, I can also use an option called autofill. I'll be covering autofill in very detail in my next video, but here let me use this to just copy the data in multiple cells. So for that, I just need to go on the right bottom corner where you find a black dot. I go click and drag. There you see the data got copied across the cells. We don't need to do copy paste option at all. This is quick copying using autofill option. Alright, The paste special command does not conclude here. There is still a lot to see in this. Let's see more awesome tricks hidden in this tool in the next video, which I'll be making only for paste special options. And now let's continue with the next topic of this video. Now let's learn how to insert and delete columns, rows and cells. First let's learn how to insert columns. Imagine you wanted to insert a column at column D. Make one of the cell active there, and on Home tab and in the cells group you find insert. Click on the arrow and you can choose insert sheet columns. When I click, you will see a column getting inserted at the current cell. Let me undo this. In case you wanted multiple columns, for example, you wanted to insert 3 columns at D, E and F. So you select one cell each in these columns, go back again to insert, click on insert sheet columns. You see at D, E, F you got 3 new columns. This is one way. Let me undo this. Another way to insert this is select entire column or columns where you want new columns to come. For example, again those D, E, F, and then right mouse click, you find insert. Now at D, E, F 3 new columns got inserted. And now a keyboard shortcut for this. Keeping the selection on, you can just press Ctrl, Shift and plus. This is the shortcut for inserting columns. Let me undo. And you have the same 3 ways to inserting rows as well. For example, if you want rows at 4 and 5, I have to select one cell each in each of the rows. Then on Home tab, insert command, you have insert sheet rows. Click on it. Undo. Second method, select those rows by clicking on the headers and dragging. Right click, you have insert. Ctrl Z. Let me undo this. And the shortcut is again same. Select and press Ctrl Shift plus. And if you want to delete rows and columns, it is pretty simple again. Let us see rows first. If you want to delete the rows 4 and 5, select one cell each in each of these rows. Home tab. In the cells group, you have delete command. Click on the arrow. You have delete sheet rows. The rows got deleted. Let me undo this. Other way, select the rows by clicking on the headers. Right click. You have delete command here. Click on that. Let me undo again. Other way is of course the shortcut. And the shortcut is Control and minus. See, when I press Control minus, the rows got deleted. And you have the same 3 ways to delete the columns as well. Let us quickly run through it. If you want to delete the column with the header required date, you just select one of the cell of the column. Again in the cells group, delete command, you have delete sheet columns. I click on that, the column required date got deleted. Let me undo this. Other way, select on the column header, right click, delete. And the keyboard shortcut method, select the column or columns which you want to delete and press the shortcut Control minus. There you could see those 2 columns got deleted. And now let us see an example of how to insert and delete cells in a range of data. I wanted 3 cells to be inserted for manufacturing expenses here, and these cells have to be moved towards right. So for that, you need to select the area where the cells have to be inserted. I'll be selecting these 3 cells, and you can use those same 3 methods again. That is either going to insert command or right click or Control Shift plus. If I go to insert, I'll be using this command insert cells. Let me click here. You get this dialog box to give additional information for either shifting this other data towards right or shifting it towards down. In this example, I wanted this to be shifted towards right. So let me keep this selection and I click OK. In the selected cells, 3 new cells got inserted. That was one way. Let me delete these cells. If you want to delete these cells, Home tab, cells, delete drop down, delete cells. And then I'll say shift cells left. I click OK. Other ways are right click, insert, shift cells right. OK. For deleting again, right click, delete, shift cells left. Click OK. So those cells which were selected got deleted. The data which was on the right got shifted towards left. And the last technique is the keyboard shortcut. Select the cells where you want to insert cells and press Ctrl Shift plus. You get the dialog box again. Because I wanted this to shift right, so I'll use Shift cells right. Click OK. And for deleting this, Ctrl minus. And you can choose Shift cells left. Click OK. That's it in this video, and in the next part we are going to learn more hidden features in paste special command, which will be great time savers. Thank you for watching this video and hope you enjoyed it. And if you have liked this video, please give a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel Excel is Magical, and hit the bell icon to get notifications whenever I upload new videos. See you soon.